Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are doing a little trip around Spain, just 3 days exploring Malaga, Marbella and Mijas, and then we are heading off to Madrid. Spain's honestly one of our favorite sunny spots in Europe. Great food, fantastic weather, loads of history and a really chilled vibe. It's an absolute dream. First stop today, Malaga. We are in the old town, grabbing some breakfast, tried an empanada, really tasty, and now we are off to wander the little streets and soak up the vibe. We've just popped into a tapas bar. Spanish potato salad and seafood are my go-to picks. They're surprisingly filling and seriously tasty. We've just made our way to the La Concepcion Botanical Gardens. Entry was €5 per person and honestly well worth it. The garden was originally created back in the 19th century by a couple who were on their honeymoon traveling around Europe, and they completely fell in love with English-style gardens and also took inspiration from other plants they saw in Italy, Switzerland, France and other places. So they started building a little collection here, though it's not exactly little anymore, because it's been expanded and developed over the years, and it's actually considered one of the largest, if not the largest, subtropical gardens in Europe. Actually, there's more than just plants here, loads of sculptures, and some of the things you come across feel like proper pieces of art. This morning we picked up our rental car from Record Go, which is located right at Malaga airport. They're really easy to find, on the arrival side, lower ground floor, just next to the lift. We paid £61 for 4 days, which we thought was a pretty decent deal. So now we are on the road heading down to Marbella. We booked an Airbnb there, but we can only check in this afternoon, so we decided to fill the morning with a few activities to make the most of the time. Last night we stayed at a hotel near the airport as our flight got in quite late. We landed around 10 or 11 in the evening, and to be honest, staying nearby just made everything easier and a lot less stressful. So this is our place, not bad at all if you ask me. A really nice flat with a lovely view, and we paid £289 for 3 nights, which I think is fairly reasonable for what we're getting. It comes with access to a pool, complete with sun loungers, and that's all included in the price, so no extra fees or anything, which is always a bonus. There's also a few bars and places to eat just around the area, so if you can't be bothered to go far, you've got everything you need here. Good morning everyone, it's a brand new day here in Marbella, and this morning we are heading out for a walk in the old town. We'll also stop by the beach to have a quick look around. Oh, I find these Spanish houses absolutely charming. It must be amazing to live here. I keep telling Danny that this place kind of feels like the Hollywood Hills. It's got that vibe. A bit like Europe's version of LA. But he just rolls his eyes, and he's not as obsessed as I am, but I really do love Spain. I even learned some Spanish actually, mainly because people here don't speak much English, so picking up some basic Spanish is honestly super useful. And to be fair, I think speaking more than one language is a great thing in general, especially when you travel. It's just polite to know at least a few basics, like how to say hello. The beach was nice, but today it's a bit too windy, so we decided to skip sunbathing and just wander around the old town instead. Maybe grab some food and, just take it easy. We're just walking through Plaza de los Naranjos, which literally means orange square. It's full of orange trees, as the name suggests, although the oranges aren't ripe yet, they're still green, but even so the square has such a lovely atmosphere. We're about to try some churros, which is a classic Spanish dessert. They're basically strips of dough that are deep fried until golden and crispy, and then served with a cup of thick hot chocolate for dipping. So yeah, let's give it a go. And of course, we are having it with a cortado, which is the Spanish coffee. So if you are in Spain, this is what you should order. It's basically an espresso cut with a bit of warm milk. Alright, time to walk off everything we just ate. And just look around, tapas bars everywhere. We might have to come back later because I'm not feeling peckish at the moment, so I'll save it for later. And check this out, the sign says you can get 6 tapas for $12.50. Not bad at all, is it? After quite a bit of walking, we thought we'd had enough for now and popped into a rooftop bar to grab a couple of nice cold drinks and freshen up. The design here is really clever. By the way, we're here in June and the weather's honestly great this time of the year. It's not crazy hot, just that really nice, warm kind of summer weather. Although today is a bit breezy and I wouldn't have minded if it were just a little warmer so we could spend more time on the beach. Anyway, July and August are the peak months here, though that's when it gets properly hot. We are heading back to our place now and I'm gonna put together a little cheese board with some olives and we'll open a bottle of wine. We are not really big drinkers, maybe once or twice a year, and usually only if there's a nice occasion. So this is our last day before we head to Madrid and we're making the most of it. This morning we are going to Mijas, which is this super cute little village up in the hills. It's got amazing views, whitewashed houses, and that really charming traditional Andalusian vibe. These donkeys with their colorful bridles are actually part of the town's identity. It kind of reminded me of Mexico. Years ago we traveled around in Latin America, but we didn't vlog back then. But we actually have 2 vlogs from Mexico, though in those we didn't even leave the resort. At that time it just didn't feel safe to go out, so we stayed inside and just enjoyed the Caribbean beach and the convenience of the hotel. There's actually a lot of tourists here from South America. We even met a lovely Colombian couple who moved here from Colombia, and they opened a super cute breakfast place where they serve acai bowls and avocado toast. Such a good spot. I'm obsessed with acai bowls, by the way. I definitely see some connections between Latin America and Spain, which totally makes sense because of their shared history. They have common roots and of course the same language. What they have in common are the vibrant colors, beautiful exotic plants, amazing food, Latin music. But one big difference may be safety. Spain feels really peaceful and has this laid-back, chill vibes. I'm not saying there's no crime here. I mean, you could get pickpocketed in a big city if you're not careful, but overall, it's a safe place. No shootings or anything like that. If I'm not mistaken, this picture shows Salvador Dali, a famous Spanish surrealist painter. He painted dreamlike, bizarre things that really shocked people. Apparently, he loved being in the spotlight. Now we are off to Malaga, but first I'm gonna tell you a bit about ourselves. Our year is usually quite busy. Danny works in project management, mainly in the world of Formula 1 cars and racing bikes, and I manage quality assurance at a different company. And while my job's a bit less hectic than his, it still comes with its own challenges. Because Danny's job can get quite stressful, we try to take regular breaks throughout the year, short trips, longer escapes, anything that helps us recharge and take care of our mental health. That's what brought us to Spain this time. And if you've been following our channel, you already know we absolutely love Asia. We keep going back whenever we can. This year's no different, Japan is next on our list and we seriously can't wait. Look at these green parrots. They are originally from South America, but just like people, they moved around. And they liked Europe so much they ended up settling in a lot of countries. You can even see them in the UK now, especially in London's parks. During cherry blossom season, people love taking photos of them. Time for a little afternoon treat. The dessert looks impressive and very delicious, and I'm sure it'll taste just as good as it looks. Alright, so that's all for today, and we'll check in again tomorrow from Madrid. Hello again. As you can see, I'm wearing a blazer today because it's actually a bit cold. When we arrived yesterday, it was only 12 degrees and raining all day. It was colder than in England. I was honestly a bit disappointed. We came here for the sunshine and warm weather, and we thought June would already be properly warm, but apparently that's not the case everywhere in Spain. The good news is the forecast says we should have nicer weather today, so we'll see. Unfortunately, it's our last day and our flight leaves around 9 in the evening, but we've got the whole day ahead of us. We didn't go inside the Prado Museum this time, but we really love art, so we'll definitely make sure to visit next time. If you're interested, tickets are around 15 euros. We also spent some time in Retiro Park and found this beautiful rose garden. It's called La Rosaleda. And there were hundreds of roses in full bloom. Every color you can think of, red, pink, white, yellow, absolutely everything. And it's one of those places that not many tourists know about, a real hidden gem. This park is kind of like Madrid's version of Central Park, and it's huge, over 300 acres, full of lush trees, gorgeous gardens and fountains everywhere. It feels like a little oasis right in the middle of the city, and you'll see people walking their dogs, loads of tourists, and locals doing all kinds of sports like yoga and running. But what I really love is when a city has that good vibe, you know, with beautiful architecture all around, and then right there a park like this to just chill and relax. We got hungry and were looking for a vegan place, so we ended up here. And what I really like about it is the rustic vibe. It feels really cozy. The waiters are super friendly too, and the flavors, they're just out of this world. Everything we tried was so good. We are pescatarians, but we often eat vegan meals because they're healthy and incredibly tasty. Even if you're not vegan or vegetarian, I suggest that you be open-minded and give these dishes a try. This comic book store is actually on the same street as the restaurant, and Danny came across it. He always wants to check out places like this whenever he spots one. It's not really my cup of tea, but I went in with him anyway. We had to grab a coffee, so we just sat down at the first place we came across and ordered a double espresso. Now we are just walking around, and I've just spotted this little cute home decor shop with all kinds of interior bits and home accessories. So I wanted to come in and have a look. We enjoy seeing what's trending. The only thing is our house back in England isn't that big, so we've got to draw the line somewhere. We are here on Madrid's main shopping street, Gran Via. The bustling avenue is famous for its huge selection of Spanish and international fashion brands, things Zara, Stradivarius, and so many more. It's the perfect spot if you love shopping and want to experience the city's vibrant energy.
Thanks for shopping in Uniqlo, your clothing store.
And this one here is the Uniqlo store. It's impressive. Just look at that chandelier and the paintings on the walls. This store is absolutely stunning. Anyway, this is a Japanese brand and we really do love it. Great quality and good price tags. Our final stop before we head to the airport and catch our flight back to England is this place called San Ginés, which has been here since 1894. There are photos of famous people on the walls, and over the years it's become the most famous spot for churros. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. I really appreciate your support. See you in the next one. Bye!